Hey everyone, this is Walter, and I'm back here probably earlier than expected to talk about our good friend from Spokane, Lucas Werner. This is part 2 of the story of the time Lucas got catfished by two ne'er-do-wells looking for attention and possibly a $100 steak. I'll link to part 1 in the description, but let's get started with the catfishing of Lucas Werner, 2018 edition part 2. When we left off, Lucas was blocking people for telling him he was being catfished. He was really all in on this girl being real, but it's like Chris Chan's date with Emily and the Pickle Man. Mayan took the video. Xiao mentioned Kiwi Farms, a meme site, in the talkback, and how they go into shit. I know this was a game to you, but what do you think it was to me? Wow, that's what you're talking about. You've got to be kidding me. We livestreamed for like 3 minutes before you got there, because you weren't there when we showed up. Xiao thought that I was lying and trying to con you. We went live to show that we were really there and you weren't. And then you showed up, so we stopped. Xiao was saying that he thought Kiwi Farms was trying to set us up. You almost had it, Lucas. But no, this horrible excuse is good enough for him, I guess. Even after someone explicitly showed him. I want all of you to be on my side. I want all of you to agree with each other, or you're not on my side. We ran into a snag. Karina needed gas money. I was going to give it to her, but my place is like a mile walk. You'd have to be a really retarded troll to give up $20 over a walk. I'm sure you get this means I still believe her. I think he's saying she passed up on $20, which Lucas seems to think is a lot of money at this point. I should note that Lucas at this time was waiting for back pay from Social Security, so it was probably a prime time to try to scam him out of money. I'm meeting Karina in a couple minutes. No, downtown outside the mall. I want you all on Team Karina. Everyone's warning him he's about to get hit by a car, and he's just like, no, you will sit here and watch this wreck or get blocked. She just started in with the same old shit people have been harassing me about for 2 years. Thanks for Karina, Xiaoming. Sweet pick. I guess I'm eating alone tonight. Again. At least it's artisan pizza. It won't be too bad of a loss. The unlucky ones are the ones who will not be eating with me this evening. Did Karina respond? Well, at least you have a whole pizza for yourself. Leftovers. Yeah, right, like the guy who ate 8 chalupas in one sitting's going to leave leftovers. What happened to your date? Your time just wasn't meant to be wasted on people like her. Fuck that chick, man. Pizza rules. I'm eating pizza alone too tonight. Seems like Karina has done a no-show. That seems odd. The date isn't for another half hour, I thought. Our friend Lucas seems pretty sure. He was also insisting she wasn't coming an hour ago, and then deleted it. Sounds weird. Just when I thought things were taking a turn for our friend Lucas. So what all do you know about this girl? Have you video chatted or seen her face at all? Because seeing that email and that a guy set you up sounds like another scam, to be honest. We had coffee once. She's definitely a real person. Maybe she's in trouble. I just want a girlfriend. She has to be between 18 and 25. The first date will be either the Wave or Fire in Spokane. The price for the hookup is $50. Okay, we've gone from 1,000 to 100 and now to 50. How low will Lucas's prize money go? It varies state to state. Most states at 16. We were only talking. People have had those pics for 2 years on the troll sites like Kiwi Farms. I've asked people not to post this on my page. I think Xiao set me up. I can't risk it. Gotta block him. No shit. If only someone had warned him he might be being catfished. I'm not going to say a 38-year-old man can't have a simple conversation with a 17-year-old, but I sure as hell don't trust Lucas to do it. Lucas literally only wants one thing, and it's fucking disgusting. She was upset because she found out and was sent screenshots of Lucas flirting/sexually talking to 15 and 16-year-old girls. With people spamming them in the comments here a few days ago, wouldn't she have already seen them? 2 years ago, and I don't remember what age. It was 2 years ago. It seems like this is a setup from the beginning. Maybe Xiao is innocent. I don't know. 16 is legal in Washington for the record. Just because it's legal doesn't mean it's okay, my guy. I feel like I've had to say this a lot, but 16 is not actually legal in Washington. You have to be within 3 years of them. It took forever for people to hammer this into Lucas's thick skull, so now he at least pretends he doesn't talk to 16-year-olds, but who knows. And he acts like 2 years is a decade. That was actually pretty recent. Fuck you. I don't need your opinion. Maria, weren't you the one saying screenshots could be fake? Can't those be fake? Touché. not when he just admitted it. It was legal. You set me up too, Maria. I feel like this whole thing just collapsed in on itself like a Ponzi scheme. He's definitely suspicious of everyone now. I'm sorry about that. Did she at least let you explain? What happened 2 years ago? What does that mean? Where I was talking to a young woman who is legal in this state but not there. It was like 2 years back, and it wasn't that bad. How old was she? What's legal in Washington? Like 17. We were only talking. And Karina just now found out? How did she find out? Did someone tell her? Talking isn't a crime. She said someone told her. I don't get it. She mentioned the Starbucks incident on our date because it didn't bother her. What a twisted woman to play both sides. Lucas always misses all the red flags, but I think her not being bothered by the Starbucks incident has to be the biggest red flag of all. That's really weird, and kind of hateful of her. I'm sorry. Goddamn, that sucks. I agree. There's nothing I can do, though. Damn, what did she say when she canceled? It's detailed, and not important. Yeah, I get it. I bet you're pretty bummed, Doug. Did you at least get pizza? Sushi. Even better. Better times are coming your way. This was just a test run. You've got shit to offer, honey. Sure, it's important. She screwed around with your feelings. What can I do? It is what it is. You can't force someone to love you. I finally got a hold of Karina, and she said you were begging a 16-year-old girl for nude photos and that you wanted to see her pussy squirt. She said she has photos. Sounds pretty crazy. No, but it doesn't mean how you feel isn't important. 2 years ago. 16 is legal. I may have been rather ribald, but I didn't break the law. Did you really say that, Lucas? Lucas, the tricky thing is that these pictures are on the internet. Shao is a troll. Let me just say that obviously nowhere in the US is it legal to ask a 16-year-old girl for nudes. That can lead to serious charges. I don't know if that's what he did, but he hasn't denied anything. He just keeps saying it was 2 years ago and we need to move on. Haven't you thought that maybe it would increase your chances if you didn't appear so desperate to have a girlfriend? Blocked. I wonder how well I would even be accepted by college students, let alone their willingness to introduce me to women. Why do you judge others by their ability to introduce you to women? You gotta introduce yourself. No, dude. Did you know the semen of males over 35 has more telomerase than younger males, making blowjobs and anal with me age-reversing? I refuse to start a sexual relationship with women over 26, and haven't had sex in 5 years despite losing 170 pounds and giving $3,000 away, so I guess that's your problem. Yeah, if you have sex with him, it will literally make you younger. This guy's about to take Biology 101 and fail miserably, by the way. It looks like we're mostly to the end of Karina and Shao, but I think Lucas is about to say a bunch of crazy shit. Someone has been messing with Sasquatch, so to speak. I get suspicious if I'm dating someone and they don't put out after a week. Wow, hardcore. Is it prostitution to offer a steak to a third party for sex from a second party? Give me 2 suspicion-free months with an adult Generation Z female, and you get a free steak dinner at Churchill's in Spokane. No substitutions. I'm a very suspicious dude. Yeah, as you should be, moron. This is great, though. So he demands 2 months of sex pretty much for a steak dinner. Dude, if I want a steak dinner, I can sit down and work right now, and it won't take me 2 months. Claiming this meal has become almost impossible, and extremely pointless. Go on. Shut me up. Feel the Wern. Wow, he really does think $20 is big money. Just because the age of consent is 16, does it mean I want to date a 10th grader? Because, let's face it, if we click, she'd be taking a 40-year-old to prom 2 years later, surrounded by age-phobic bigots like you. Feel the Wern. Dads between 35 and 55 give kids stronger DNA. What's that say about younger fathers? I think it says child abuse of the unborn. Running out of time to have kids, and incomplete without you. I like this little emo angle. It's like something I might have done when I was much younger. I don't care if you have screenshots of me trying to sext a 16-year-old in Virginia. When she told me it was illegal in her state, I stopped. This was 2 years ago. I don't care if you have screenshots of me trying to talk to a 15-year-old 3 years ago. Her birthday was a week later, and 16-year-olds can be bought lunch by anyone at any age. As far as I can tell, no one was threatening him with any legal action. They're just calling him a creep, so it doesn't really matter if he proves something was legal or not. I want you to win a steak dinner. Be in Spokane, Washington. Introduce me to my new female. You know the age range gotta be 18 to 25. Now go get 'em, Spokane. This never gets old. Please help me find the one. I'll buy you dinner in Spokane, Washington. I'm looking for an 18 to 25-year-old woman. Nothing is possible to drown out fate. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be possible to drown out fate here. This is my own channel after all. How can I smile? My dad has 12 acres of land. It's worth millions. My 2 brothers and I will inherit it one day. But I have no children. Help me and I'll buy you a steak dinner. You ought to do it out of goodness, the goodness of your heart. It's amazing that these are from 2018 because he's still on about pretty much the same shit in 2025. Let's say I identify with the black man's struggle to date a thin white woman in a juxtaposed sort of way. Supposedly, Generation Z was born from 1997 to some other arbitrary number. Millennials are old news. I'm yawning. I'm bored of your shit, Gen Y. I have to feel like millennials breathed a sigh of relief when Lucas moved on to Gen Z. The same thing should occur when he moves on to Gen Alpha. I'm Generation X, and I'm trying to go Generation Z exclusive. The constant struggle of a black man trying to date a thin white woman. It's a very similar trouble. When it comes to women, I'm thinking of going Generation Z exclusive. No matter how much his woes have nothing to do with black people, he's just going to keep shoehorning them in there. Okay, let's cover his high-effort post about switching to Gen Z, and then I might just call it the end of the arc. I want a girlfriend, but complaining about a problem without posing a solution is called whining. So what's the solution? I'm 38 years old, and I'm only interested in 18 to 25-year-olds because I want to have kids someday. Young women are exceptional in that they have more telomerase in the reproductive system than older women my age. Telomerase is an enzyme at the ends of DNA that makes genetic replication possible. Telomerase depletes as one ages, except in sperm. In sperm, telomerase reaches its peak between 35 and 55 years old. I want my kids to have strong DNA. My telomeres are long. 18 to 25-year-old female telomeres are long. I think I have a logical case for why I'm attracted to young women. They're hot because telomerase makes them hot. At least it's not whining if I have a solution. The solution is to get over your ageism against older men and come have some dinner with me sometimes. The ball is not in my court. I guess he must have decided to go to college already. He's pretty much sounding like he's writing a middle school report here. Watch him put a conclusion at the end. You can't negotiate with bigots. I just heard Generation Z was born beginning in 1997. The millennials haven't given me a chance in 6 years of single life. Maybe the solution is Generation Z, but really the solution is all of you on Facebook. He thinks this is proposing a solution? His solution is for some random person to just solve his problem for him. Wow, wouldn't that be handy in your adult life? You can help me if you choose to help me. In actuality, there is no such thing as choice. There's biochemistry and electromagnetism. The universe made you to be what it is you were supposed to be and do what you were supposed to do. Wouldn't you want to help me? I'm trying my best to help all of you. I'm woke. I awoke to the telomerase truth. Gotta say, the meaning of woke has kinda changed a lot since 2018. This is like a villain origin story, how Lucas was screwed over by millennials and appealed to Gen Z. Which will make it even more amazing when in the not-so-distant future, Lucas moves on to Gen Alpha, meaning he had to skip 2 entire generations where no one wanted him. Simply hilarious. Oh, and right after that he posted the raw chicken. I know how people hate this picture. Anyway, it's about all the time I have for you today, and that should be the conclusion of this series. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you liked the video, please give it a like. If you have something to say about the Wern, or the situation, or my content, let me hear it in the comments. I'll be reading them while the video's new. If you're new here, consider subscribing. I don't mention my numbers much because they're pretty bad. Big thanks also to my awesome patrons who help by supporting me more directly over on Patreon. It really helps out. I'll shout them out in my next Reddit video. I'll be back soon with more content, whatever I come up with. Have a great day, everyone, and don't subject your female friend to Lucas Werner for a steak dinner.